See, HSBC has a history of association with Mumbai Sanskriti. I think we've been associated with the event, I guess, for 1 decade and more now. So it is but natural to participate. There's no question asked in terms of why we need to do it. It's a very proud moment for us every year to be participating in such a elite event, and we like to associate ourselves. HSBC has a very deep-rooted history in India. We are more than in India for more than 170 years, right? And somewhere we think that we are domestic. We are no longer a foreign bank, and that's where association with Indian Heritage Society and Mumbai Sanskriti kind of shows our intent to be deep-rooted in India.
Right. And now that you mentioned the Indian Heritage Society, what do you have to say about the awareness that they create towards the heritage structures?
I think they are doing a great job. They are doing a great job because I was looking at the background where youths are sitting on the Asiatic Society, stairs. I think there's a lovely atmosphere, It encourages a lot of people to participate, and somebody like Indian Heritage Society has to come forward. Somebody has to come forward, right?
Right.
And I'm glad that they are doing this for us, and we are proud to be partners.
Right. And I have to ask you this question, since it is heritage, which is your favorite heritage structure in the city, and do you have any memories attached?
Oh, uh, that's a difficult one. I come from Calcutta. I'm born Calcutta. So my favorite one is, of course, Victoria Memorial, right? But I like museums a lot. But in Bombay, it has got to be Asiatic. So I love this place.
Right. Anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I think it's a great atmosphere, great weather. Uh, Good to be here, and we believe this association will continue for many years together. Thank you so much.
This is the best part in Mumbai, what I feel, and look-wise and the feel-wise. But today it's looking more beautiful because of your arrangements, your lighting, and everything. And the main thing is our heritage music in front of the heritage building. That's the common between both of them.
Yeah.
So I'm really honored to be part of this festival, Sanskriti, and I think this is I think what
The 32nd edition.
32nd edition. My God, I've played here twice, but feel like playing all the time because the audience were already there at the sound check. Means they really want to
At 6.
at 6, so they don't miss the right slot where they want to sit and listen to music. This is the power of our heritage music, and this is the power from your people taking care of the heritage building and bringing it into a notice, which is very important. Next generation also should know what is this heritage about.
Right.
So at least they'll come and they'll see and they'll go and research it. What exactly is it? Why this place? Why not? And thank you for all the people who have helped out to block the road, and sorry for the inconvenience to the people. And if you're really inconvenienced, you come and enjoy the music, and I think we'll fulfill your whatever damages has been done. Thank you so much.
I think this is like heritage meets heritage.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to
Heritage
tell you.
meets
Yeah,
heritage.
heritage music. Not me.
Of
Heritage
course
music.
you are heritage.
Classical music.
Rakesh ji, one last question before we let you go. We are in Bombay, we are talking about Indian Heritage Society, we're talking about heritage structures. Which is your favorite structure, heritage structure in the city, and what memories do you have associated with it?
Well, this is the main heritage for me because I used to come all the time to record here in Western Outdoor, which is just the next door building.
right.
So this area coming from Andheri, Malad side, is to seem that, okay, I'm in India at that time, now the studio work is not so much happening. But the building, the structure is amazing. You look, when I go to UK also, the first thing I see is this building,
Right.
something is similar,
Right.
So this is one of the Churchgate station, VT. When I travel with, first thing I stop and see the building, the way it's done, and especially nowadays with the lighting and everything, it looks superb, beautiful, really good.
It's an absolute great feeling. अगर वतन में कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी है जिनको आज संभालना ज़रूरी है, उनमें से एक ये है। इंडियन हेरिटेज सोसाइटी जो काम कर रही है, इट्स फिनोमिनल, अद्भुत। जितनी तारीफ़ की जाए उनकी उतनी कम। एंड थैंक्स टू द पीपल आउट हियर हु हैव कम फॉरवर्ड फॉर दिस कॉज। इच्छा मेरी थी शायद मेरा भी नाम यहाँ होता, लेकिन नेवरदलेस some other program for sure we will be associated because इन चीज़ों को संभालना इतना ज़रूरी है। इन द years to come, जब ये जनरेशन नहीं आ रही है, उनको ये समझाना कि भाई वतन में क्या क्या है, it's going to be difficult. तो it's like seeing is believing. जो चीज़ें दिखती है उसी का महत्व होता है, and that's what it is all about.
And since we are in front of a heritage structure and Mumbai has so many of them, आपका favorite heritage structure कौन सा है शहर?
That's a dangerous one.
और उससे जुड़ी हुई यादें?
बचपन से एलिफेंटा सुनते थे कि भाई कुछ अनोखा है। आप हंसोगे मेरे पे, मैं फाइनली वहाँ पहुँचा 5 साल पहले, तो इट वॉज समथिंग फिनोमिनल, समथिंग ग्रेट, समथिंग आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स। समथिंग मोर टू ऐड टू दैट, यहीं गेटवे ऑफ इंडिया की बात करें, कितनी पुरानी चीज़ है। शर्म आती है अपने आप में कि बचपन से कभी वो चीज़ देखी ही नहीं थी। बचपन चला गया, जवानी चली गई, फाइनली उस चीज़ को देखा तो समझा कि यार वतन में बहुत कुछ है। इट्स ऑल अबाउट दैट कि हमको उस चीज़ को कैसे संभालना है, किस तरीके से उसको आगे लेके चलना है। वी शुड बी दोज प्राउड इंडियंस who should be having that feeling that yes, this is our country.
Right. And any message that you would urge to the youth to come forward and probably in creating awareness?
There's no doubt about it. Youth is a powerhouse. That's what our Honorable Prime Minister also talks about it. If guided them on the right path, they can do wonders in life. And this is what I request, appeal to them, to please come forward in large numbers for such programs and understand what India is all about. They'll be much more prouder to know which country they belong to. खाली बोलना आसान है, but to get into that deep system, it's time they come forward and make India proud. I keep talking about it always. There was a time जब हिंदुस्तान को सोने की चिड़िया बोलते थे, वो वक्त फिर आएगा, वो दिन दूर नहीं, फिर इस वतन को फिर सोने की चिड़िया बुलाएगा।
I am Zamkhedkar, AP Zamkhedkar. I retired as Director of Archaeology and Museums of the state government before some 26 years. And it has been really, meaning this experience has been unique, I would say, because of so many things. That such celebrities like Chaurasia and his accompaniments, they are visiting here. And the very idea that, well, we should have it in the heart of the town, near the Ornament Circle, opposite the Asiatic Society, on the slopes of it, people sitting as though they are sitting in an amphitheater. And more than that, the type of rendition which these singers or players they have given, that I would say it is out of the world, out of the world. And I would say that you all deserve to be complimented for bringing people together as also these celebrities. And I can again say that, well, Mumbai Sanskriti should repeat such type of things and with more excellence. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, good evening everyone. My name is Preeti Vanage and I'm the Secretary of Indian Heritage Society Mumbai. So as you all can see, this is our 32nd year of this initiative that we started in 1992. It was started at Banganga, which is Banganga tank, which is the 11th century heritage precinct in Walkeshwar, Mumbai. And it was started way back in 1992. And it was initiated by a sign campaign that led to saving the tank from reclamation. And it was started by Mrs. Anita Garware, who is the founding member and a social activist, social worker who loves heritage and loves to conserve it. You know, we started to create a property which ensures that people are aware about what the tank is, what the heritage, built heritage is of Mumbai city, and at the same time also showcase our art and culture in the form of music. So that's how the inception of Banganga Music Festival was initiated, and it went on till 2008. In 2009, we had to shift the venue because of a silent zone which was declared by the Supreme Court. And because of that, we shifted the venue to another heritage structure in the city, island city of Mumbai, which is the Town Hall, popularly known as the Asiatic Library building. So it's the first building, public building in the island city, and that's how we thought we should have it highlighted, you know, and showcase it as well. So that's how we do. We showcase our intangible heritage against the backdrop of tangible heritage, and that is how the inception happened. And we hope to continue this in future. Thanks.
इस एडिशन की परफॉर्मेंसेस के बारे में कुछ बताइए।
तो ये जो एडिशन है 32nd ईयर, तो हम देखते हैं कि जो इंसेप्शन से हमने चालू किया था बाणगंगा फेस्टिवल और जो मुंबई संस्कृति का फेस्टिवल था, वो हम प्योर क्लासिकल म्यूज़िक करते थे या डांस फॉर्म करते थे। तो अभी आप देखेंगे कि जो सोशल मीडिया का ईरा है, जहाँ पे बहुत सारा फ्यूजन एलिमेंट्स आता है, जो यंगर जनरेशन है उनको भी भाना चाहिए, एंड दे आर द वंस हु शुड एक्चुअली टेक दिस हेरिटेज फॉरवर्ड, यू नो। सो समवेयर वी हैव टू स्ट्राइक अ कॉर्ड विद देम, एंड उसके लिए हमने ये सोचा कि ये साल हम कुछ नया करते हैं। जो हमारे रूट्स है, जो इंडियन हेरिटेज जो कल्चर है, वो रूट्स तो रखेंगे, तो क्लासिकल तो रहेगा, लेकिन उसके साथ एक फ्यूजन एलिमेंट होगा कि हिंदुस्तानी क्लासिकल, कर्नाटक क्लासिकल और थोड़ा सा वेस्टर्न क्लासिकल थोड़ा डाल के एक कॉन्फ्लुएंस किया जाए। तो उस हिसाब से हमने जो फर्स्ट डे पे रखा है परफॉर्मेंस जो है राकेश चौरसिया जी, और उनके साथ ओजस अडिया है, श्रीधर पार्थसारथी है, then there is Sanjay Das who is going to play the guitar, there is Shikharnath Qureshi and Ritik Chaurasia who are going to accompany. So they are going to play confluence music which is for peace and harmony. That is what the theme is. And on the second day संजीव अभ्यंकर जी है और अश्विनी ताई भिड़े देशपांडे है, जो बहुत ही फेमस पॉपुलर उनकी जोड़ी है फॉर जसरंगी। लेकिन ये साल एक बहुत नया एक कॉन्फ्लुएंस हाजिर करने वाले हैं हमारे स्टेज पे, और जो बोलने इट्स कॉल्ड द भक्ति संगम। तो दोनों अलग अलग घराने से हैं। संजीव जी एंड अश्विनी ताई are going to merge their gharanas and they are going to touch base upon all the devotional genres of music, और इस हिसाब से वो एक अलग टाइप का संगम सादर करने वाले हैं। तो ये अलग है।
Now that we are standing in front of Asiatic Society, I mean, I cannot not ask you this question. Which is your favorite heritage structure in the city?
There are actually quite a few. So as I said, the caves. So I think the Elephanta Caves, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is beautiful. And if you can actually visit there, you know, very, very close to like 3-4 hours will be spent there observing, appreciating the rock-cut architecture that the caves have. Apart from that, I think closer to the city is the Convocation Hall. So we had actually done during the COVID times, we had done 2 concerts there, and we had transformed this physical format of the festival into a virtual format. So the Convocation Hall at the Mumbai University Fort campus is unique because first of all it has got the biggest, one of the biggest rose tinted glass windows there, which is a zodiac sign ka 12 ऐसे 12 windows है, and again it's not open to public. So you know, in the sense it's a heritage venue that I think should be opened up for people to appreciate that kind of architecture. So I think that is.
And the last question, what are the other plans that IHS has to spread more awareness in 2024?
So we actually do, the idea is that when we look at culture or heritage, we look at it at a broader perspective, more inclusive. So we have you know, initiatives like Art in the Park, which run in BMC parks. We started that way back in 2012 when parks were not really open for community bonding and community exchange and showcasing art and culture. The other initiative is the heritage ambassadors. So what we do is actually engage actively with the city colleges and schools. And the idea is to sort of introduce heritage as a subject of appreciation when they are young, you know. So that is something that they build on when they grow older, and they start appreciating finer points in culture and heritage in general.
Right. Anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, I think the media needs to support these initiatives, definitely. Print and electronic media. We being an NGO, we do find it difficult to reach out for marketing budgets. So we are very grateful to our sponsors who have been supporting us for all this time, for all these efforts. Also very grateful to our mentor, Mrs. Anita Garware. I think she deserves a special mention. Since the past 32 years, that lady has been really serving the city, and she has love for the culture, for education, for children, and I think her effort is actually to reach out to a wider audience. So I think that deserves a special mention.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Asiatic.
Yes,
Society.
of course.
What do you have to say? How was the collaboration with Indian Heritage Society and Mumbai Sanskriti Festival? And of course, yours was the first kind of collaboration we heard for the first time. To start with you.
First, I want to give the thanks to Pandit Rakesh Chaurasia ji, who took me on board for this concept first. And second thing, I want to give big thanks to Preeti, who is thinking to modify the attitude of the presentation of in this venue is I have a weak point on this venue because I played so many times, and I want to give big thanks to Mumbai Cultural Society and Indian Heritage Society. I want to give big thanks to them and big thanks to the audience who came tonight, to listeners. And I feel blessed to perform with these gentlemen and of course with Rakesh Chaurasia.
Hello, namaste. Yeah. So basically, I think it's a very great initiative. The idea is really amazing. The performing is in front of such an old building, and the idea goes hand in hand about heritage music and heritage building. I also 5 years ago I was just seeing Dad perform over here and thinking that when would I get the chance to do, and now I am really grateful for it, and I hope this goes on for years and years. Thank you very much.
Namaskar, my name is Ojas, and it's such a beautiful experience to perform here at this iconic Asiatic. And of course, this was a 32nd, if I'm not wrong, 32nd edition of Mumbai Sanskriti. I was just telling Sridhar Bhai that we played here a couple of years back, and since then we have been always looking forward to perform to this beautiful place, and the audience here is so amazing. जो सही में जो सुनकार हैं, who are so receptive, and who listens to classical music so deeply. And I'm really thankful to the entire team of Mumbai Sanskriti, and of course Rakesh Bhai for having all of us together. I'm looking forward to many more such opportunities.
Namaste, this is Shikhar. I remember coming to this venue as a child with my father, and it's brought back a lot of memories to be here and especially to be on stage with such maestros really. And Rakesh uncle is someone whom I've grown up listening to his music, and I've grown up watching all of them. So to be here on stage with them at this venue in front of this building, which is so prestigious and it's 220-year-old building, and I mean the audience here and generally in Mumbai is very informed, and they're a very interactive and receptive audience. They know what's happening. You can't fool them really. And it's a blessing for us to play in front of them and to play in front of this building and to play together. For me really just feeding off the energy of all these amazing artists. And thank you to Indian Heritage Society and Mumbai Sanskriti 32nd edition. That's quite something. We hope to keep coming and keep playing. Thank you.
Hi, this is Sridhar. This is Sridhar Parsarthi here. Indian heritage, it encompasses all forms, be it structures, I should say evenly balanced today on stage. We have Ritik, Shikhar and Rakesh ji having the heritage side. We are the supporting side, maybe we are the structures who support. So it's a very how do you say, interdependent thing, and we were lucky to be a part of this time. And what carried today to the audience, I think, is the fun that we had on stage. That is very important, and that is what registers to the audience. It's not serious music. Heritage is serious, yes, but how we present it can be, it's creative side of it. So that's what I enjoyed thoroughly being here, and would look forward to more opportunities.
Thank you.
TCS has been supporting the Mumbai Sanskriti Festival since 2009, which formerly was known as the Banganga Festival. The festival, under the theme Use Live Music to Save Heritage, showcases and promotes the rich cultural heritage against the backdrop of architectural masterpieces of our own Mumbai. In an era dominated by social disconnection, the Mumbai Sanskriti Festival offers a unique opportunity to witness the live performances by stalwarts like Rakesh Chaurasia, Ashwini Bhide Deshpande, and Sanjeev Abhyankar. This year's performances will revolve around universal peace. Would like to thank the organizer, Indian Heritage Society Mumbai, for their efforts in giving a new lease of life to heritage structures in Mumbai, Maharashtra Tourism for supporting the festival, and Northern Lights for curating it.